Illa trusted her sister more than anyone else in the world. That was her first mistake. She was young, quiet, and careful, someone who believed that blood meant safety and family meant protection. Arai, her elder sister, was everything Isla was not. Confident, charming, loud, and fearless. People listened when Arai spoke. People followed her, and Isla admired her too much. Isla lived a simple life. She worked part-time, saved carefully, and dreamed quietly. She didn't chase attention or excitement. She wanted stability, a small apartment, peace, and dignity. Arai, on the other hand, lived fast. Money slipped through her fingers as quickly as it came. She borrowed, promised, laughed it off. Ila often covered small expenses for her. Believing that sisters were meant to help each other, just for a few days, Arai would say, "I'll pay you back soon." Phila always nodded because she trusted her. The message came late at night. Payment received, $900. Isla stared at her phone, confused. She hadn't sold anything. She hadn't transferred money. She hadn't even logged into her account that day at first. She thought it was a mistake. Then another notification came. Your account balance is now $0. Her heart dropped, hands shaking. Isla opened her banking app. Every dollar she had saved gone. Rent money, food money, emergency money, all gone. Isla rushed to Arai's room. "Arai," she said breathlessly, "did you use my account?" Arai looked up slowly, too slowly. "What?" she asked, pretending confusion. "Someone took $900 from my account," Isla whispered. "Did you?" Arai sighed dramatically. "I was going to tell you." She said those words shattered something inside Isla. Arai didn't deny it. She didn't apologize either. "I needed the money," she said casually. "I used your ID to sign up. It was easier." Isla's chest tightened. "You used my identity?" she asked, barely able to speak. "It's not a big deal," Arai replied. "Relax. I'll return it." When Illa asked, Arai shrugged. Soon, that shrug hurt more than the theft. Days passed, then weeks. No money returned. Instead, Isla received emails, bills, warnings, threats, accounts opened in her name. Services she never used. Debts she never created. Araya had done more than steal $900. She had destroyed Isla's financial identity. When Isla confronted her again, Araya snapped. "You're overreacting," she said. "You should be grateful I didn't use someone else." That was the moment Isla understood something painful. Arai didn't see her as a sister. She saw her as a tool. Isla stopped arguing. She stopped crying. She stopped begging. Instead, she started watching. She read every email carefully. She documented every transaction. She saved every message. While Ari laughed, spent money, and lived freely, Isla learned, and quietly, something inside her changed. This would not be a loud fight. This would not be a screaming match. Isla's revenge would be calm, legal, permanent. If Ari had stolen her identity, Ala would take back her life and expose the truth piece by piece. Isla didn't sleep much after that, not because she was afraid, but because our mind wouldn't slow down. Every email, notification felt like another accusation. Every unknown charge felt like another piece of her life being rewritten by someone else. But instead of panic, Isla chose precision. If Arai had stolen her identity, Isla would rebuild it stronger, cleaner, and documented. Isla sat at her small desk, laptop open. Notebook beside her, she wrote one sentence at the top of the page. Everything she used my name for, line by line. She listed it all. The $900 transaction accounts, opened, email addresses linked, phone numbers changed, addresses altered. The image was bigger than she thought. This wasn't a mistake. It was a pattern. Illa began researching quietly. Identity theft laws, bank dispute processes, credit reports, fraud alerts. She learned words she had never cared about before. Authorization, liability, evidence. Documentation. Every article gave her something Arai didn't have. Control instead of yelling. Isla asked questions. Casually. Double quotes. "Hey," she said one evening, "what email did you use when you signed up with my ID?" Arai didn't even look up. The old one, she said. Why? Ela nodded. That was enough. She wrote it down. The mask SLI Sarai started getting irritated. You've changed, she said. You're always quiet now. Isla smiled faintly. Just tired. In truth, she was alert. Every careless word Araya spoke became evidence. Every message she sent became a time stamp, Arai thought. Isla was weak. She didn't realize Isla was becoming untouchable. One night, Isla stood in front of the mirror, holding her ID card, her name, her face, her life. She could let this go. She could forgive. She could accept being used. Again, Orche could protect herself forever. That night, Isla placed a fraud alert on her identity. The system shifted. Banks froze accounts. Requests were flagged. Questions were asked. Arai noticed immediately. What did you do? She demanded. Isla met her eyes calmly. I protected myself. Arai's smile vanished. Fix this, she snapped. I can't access anything. Isla folded her arms. I can't, she said. I'm not you. It was the first time Isla had ever said no. And it felt powerful. This wasn't about anger anymore. It was about truth. Arai had built her life using Ila's name. Now that name was stepping out of the shadow. Slowly. Legally. Unstopped. The time Arai realized something was truly wrong. It was already too late. Isla had stopped reacting, and that frightened Arai more than anger ever could. Isla's room became a quiet command. Center. Folders, screenshots, dates, and times. She requested her full credit report and read it slowly, line by line. Every unfamiliar account told the same story, opened with her identity. Used by someone who never planned to clean up the mess. She highlighted one name again and again. Araya's email. Araya's phone number. Araya's IP address. The truth wasn't hiding anymore. It was sitting in plain sight. Making the calls was the hardest part. Banks, customer service lines, fraud departments. Her voice shook at first. My identity was used without permission. She said again and again. Each time the response was calm and professional. Do you know who did it? Yes. Is it a family member? Yes. That word family felt strange in her mouth. The consequences reached Arai faster than she expected. Cards stopped working. Accounts were locked. Emails demanded verification she couldn't provide. She stormed into Isla's room. You reported this? She yelled. Are you crazy? Isla didn't raise her voice. I told the truth. Audrey laughed nervously. You'd destroy your own sister over money? Isla looked up. You destroyed me over convenience. Silence followed. Their parents noticed the tension. Arguments echoed through the house. Whispers replaced laughter. When the truth finally surfaced, documents. Statements, proof. The room went quiet. No one defended. Arai. Not this time. Her confidence cracked. Arai tried to justify herself. It was just $900. I was going to fix it. She wouldn't have even noticed. I stood up. You didn't steal money, she said steadily. You stole my future. No one interrupted her for the first time in her life. Isla wasn't invisible. Authorities didn't come with sirens. They came with letters. Formal, cold, unavoidable. Arai begged. Please, she whispered one night. Withdraw the complaint. Ela looked at her sister, the same sister who once smiled while stealing her name. I already did, Isla said. I withdrew my silence. La didn't celebrate. She didn't smile. She simply watched the consequences unfold. Arai lost trust, lost access, lost credibility. And Ilila got her name back one evening. La walked outside with her head held high. Her credit was repairing. Her future was reopening. Her spine was straight. Revenge hadn't made her cruel. It had made her free. The house felt different after everything came out. Quieter. Not peaceful, just heavy. Arai no longer walked with confidence. She avoided eye contact, spoke less, and stayed in her room. The sister who once laughed without consequence now lived with the weight of her own actions. Isla noticed, but she didn't gloat. She had already won something far more important than revenge. Banks corrected records, false accounts were closed. Warnings turned into confirmations. Slowly, Issa's name returned to her. Every corrected document felt like reclaiming a piece of herself that had been stolen. She framed the final confirmation letter and placed it inside a drawer knot as a trophy. But as a reminder, never again. One evening, Arai stood at Illa's door. Her voice was smaller now. "I didn't think it would go this far," she said. Isla met her eyes calmly. "I did," she replied. "That's why I stopped you." Arai swallowed. "You could have protected me." Isla nodded slowly. "I protected myself. That was the end of it. No forgiveness, no apology tour, no dramatic closure. Just truth. Isla moved out soon after. A small apartment, modest furniture, total peace. She built her life carefully, intentionally. She monitored her credit, guarded her boundaries, and trusted herself more than anyone else. The revenge wasn't the punishment Arai faced. The revenge was that Isla no longer needed her. One morning, Isla signed her name on a lease agreement. No fear, no hesitation, just pride. She whispered to herself, "My name belongs to me." And for the first time, it truly did. Some betrayals don't need screams. They need strength. Isla didn't destroy her sister. She exposed the truth, set boundaries, and walked forward without guilt. And that was the most powerful revenge of all.